The billiards table has seen many moments of victory and losses, and the game of snooker has always been exciting for snooker fans all over the world. There were several moments when players lost their presence of mind and made themselves in awkward moments. Here is a list of 3 awkward moments in snooker history. Number 1. Gary Wilson. Forgetting the rules. When Gary Wilson mistakenly believed Fan Zhengyi had won the Shanghai Masters, he was left mortified. The professional snooker player extended his hand to his opponent, believing he had lost 5-1. Gary Wilson attempted to extend his hand to Fan Zhengyi, thinking the match was over. The referee informed the Brit that the contest would be a best-of-11 series, which caught him off guard. Wilson walked apologetically back to his seat when the referee corrected him, and the game began. He even took the next frame to give himself a chance at a comeback, allowing himself a small smile in the process. Fan eventually broke for 61, though, to win the match 6-2. With the exception of the semi-final and championship rounds, which are best of 19 and best of 21 frames, respectively, each round of the Shanghai Masters is played over 11 frames. Fan will take on Mark Allen in the second round now that he has advanced. Number 2. Zhou Yuelong completely misses the ball. Zhou Yuelong appeared to be feeling the strain of facing Ronnie O'Sullivan, the top-ranked player in the world, when he had a humiliating incident during their UK Championship match. O'Sullivan was again fast in his groove at the York Barbican, winning the opening frame before subsequently building a 56-0 lead in the second. He had easily defeated Matthew Stevens in the first round, but after a failed pot, his opponent had to decide between shooting for 6 reds and the chance of a long plan. Zhou, who had previously defeated fellow Chineseman Yan Bingtao 6-5, was visibly nervous as he deliberated how to play the ball for about a minute. Since the top jaw of the pocket and the 2 reds were in alignment, it appeared that a thin contact was necessary. As it turned out, no contact was made because the 24-year-old completely missed his intended target. The white ball struck the black ball after it had cannoned back off the cushion, scattering a number of other balls around the table. Thankfully, when he got up from his chair, O'Sullivan only had a straightforward pot. It prevented referee Tatiana Wollaston from having to re-spot every ball, which would have been a difficult chore. David Hendon, a pundit for Eurosport, couldn't help but express his shock. "Good grief," he remarked. "I don't believe they will be coming back," which is good news for the referee, but what a mistake. After O'Sullivan cleaned up the frame from there, co-commentator Dominic Dale observed, "He did try all out to make the plant and to hit the red very thinly and missed it altogether." And Hendon stated, "Zhou Yuelong has had a horror show of a start and needs things to change soon." But Zhou never really recovered after that. O'Sullivan continued to win the following 4 frames to secure a commanding 6-0 victory and keep his pursuit of an 8th UK title on track. Number 3. Alain Robidoux' accusation of showboating. In the 11th frame of his 1996 World Championship match, Ronnie O'Sullivan was riding high, leading 9-2. Ross would go on to win 10-3. He then began playing with the colors with his opposite hand as a touch of exhibitionism, or, as John Virgo put it, taking the mickey. Alain Robidoux, the opponent, had none of it. Robidoux made his point very apparent by continuing the frame despite being 75-22 down, and even when he unintentionally fouled himself, even if Ronnie eventually missed the brown. Alain refused to shake Ronnie's hand as he walked away, claiming that his showboating was superfluous and that it belonged in an exhibition rather than a competitive match. He also claimed that he was playing left-handed just to rub it in. Naturally, the unrepentant Ronnie wasn't upset by his shenanigans, saying he plays left-handed in practice anyhow and that it would be monotonous if everyone behaved in a professional manner. While Virgo criticized both players for being juvenile for not attempting to shake hands at the beginning and finish of the game, legendary player Ray Reardon saw nothing wrong with the left-handed activity. Therefore, who was at fault here? Alain couldn't have been more incorrect in this situation, because while he had every right to air his views during the interview, it was improper for him to engage in an 8-minute protest play while avoiding shaking Ronnie's hand. Ronnie made a mistake when he played his game in retribution and didn't even try to shake Alain's hand. It is surprising how unanimous everyone is today in support of Ronnie. Perhaps because we have come to recognize what a fantastic player he has become, to the point that some have simply labeled the Canadian as a sore loser. That's it. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.